I don't... Stop, stop, please, please. Oh, no.
Hello, my name is Travis. I saw your profile and was moved by what you wrote. I understand what it's like to feel alone. My wife passed away years ago, and I haven't felt connected to anyone since. How awful it must be to have someone and not feel appreciated by them. I found myself touched by your situation and was compelled to write you. I hope you will take a chance and write me back, and we could get to know one another better.
You ready to start the day?
I am now.
Hi, honey.
I've been thinking about it. I think you need to eat breakfast before you leave in the morning. Okay, look, why don't I make you some pancakes?
Wait, the last time you made me pancakes, you burnt them. Good morning, Dad.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Is this decaf?
Can you taste caffeine?
Ugh.
Hey, Dad, can you come talk to my film class? They'd love it if a big producer came.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm swamped. But I could get my assistant to help you find someone, though.
Never mind.
Okay, I have an idea. How about the three of us go out to eat dinner tonight at that cute little place in the marina?
Can't make it, babe. I've got a screening tonight.
Again.
What can I say? The studio needs their cut.
When do I get mine?
Bye.
Keys. Don't forget your keys.
Don't wait up.
Okay.
I gotta give notes, all right?
Okay.
I'll talk to you.
Notes? Notes, huh? It's like it.
Dear Jean, I'm so glad you wrote back. I have to say I'm so impressed. A romance novelist. How intriguing. I wanted to thank you for your kind words. They meant so much to me. Just hearing from you made my day. No pressure, but I would love to meet you one of these days. I cannot wait to hear back from you.
Tell me about your mystery man on the internet. In your mind, is it getting serious between the two of you?
Yes.
Does that frighten you?
Yes. And I feel guilty, but it also feels exciting. And I love it. I mean, I matter to him, and I haven't mattered to anybody in a really long time.
Though I don't condone your infidelity.
Oh! Whoa! Wait. Infidelity? We haven't even met yet.
Let me finish. Whatever you want to call it, I'm glad to see you with a smile on your face for a change.
Oh. Okay.
but I can take care of the rest of this stuff. You sure don't need me to do anything else for you? Dry cleaning?
Oh. No.
Appointment setting?
Oh.
Banking?
No.
You know, Jane, being your assistant is not that tough a job. I almost feel bad taking your money.
Maybe you shouldn't.
I said almost. See ya. Bye.
Have a good day.
Ah, tough day at the office, Carla?
Oh, she is a slave driver.
Well, I got news for you. You're lucky you're not my assistant.
Yeah, no kidding.
Have a good day.
You too.
Molly, we have known each other for years. Why do you still ring the doorbell?
Because I'm polite.
Since when?
Okay, so I like to make an entrance.
That's more like it. Want a chocolate?
Hey, you know me better than that. How's that book coming along?
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. What do you have that's new? This?
That's impressive.
Well, you know, I'm just a little blocked.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of being a little blocked, how was it this morning?
Oh,
give me a break, Jean. Ooh, it makes me so angry to think that you haven't had an orgasm since Bush Sr. was in the White House.
don't want to talk about my sex life anymore.
All right, then hand me that chocolate.
Okay.
Oh, any new developments with our sexy widower?
You sent a picture.
Come on, let me see.
Okay.
Oh. So he wants to meet.
Yeah. That does not mean I'm going to go.
Oh, I know you're gonna go. I was just wondering what you're gonna be wearing.
No, I'm gonna go to this premiere with my husband.
Sure you are.
Well, that's assuming he wants to go, and well, he might. Okay. Let's see.
I can save you that phone call.
Who is it?
It's your wife.
Let it ring so you can talk to my machine.
Yeah, but
Just do it, will you? No, not right now.
sure.
Wow. It's not even taking my calls.
What a shocker. Circular file.
Yep.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hey. Hey. How was school?
Oh, same as yesterday. Mind numbing.
That's because you're so smart.
Hey. Mwah. Hi.
All right, so I gotta get back to the office. Why don't you try and knock yourself out and write another line on that
Ooh, you got a
manuscript?
line?
Bye.
Back to work, you.
Oh, listen. It's just the two of us again tonight. So what do you want to do for dinner?
Oh, you're on your own. Beth and I and Kristen are gonna go see a movie down at the mall. I just thought I'd grab something there. But I could always stay if you want.
No. You go to have a good time.
Thanks.
Don't talk to strangers.
Oh, never do.
Okay, home by 10.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean it. Travis, it was so good to hear from you again. I can't thank you enough for your sweet words. It's been so long since someone has spoken to me like that. I hope you know what a difference you've made in me. Just knowing that someone simply wants to hear from me, that means more than you'll ever know. I've thought about it, and you're right. It's time we met. You pick the time and place, and I'll be there with bells on. Oh, hey. I didn't know you were still here.
Just about to go. We had a late call.
You want me to fix you some breakfast?
Sorry, babe. I gotta get on the road. The 405's a nightmare.
It's always a nightmare.
Yeah, I know.
What time will you be home tonight? Should I hold dinner?
You know the answer to that question, sweetheart. We start late, we finish late. Don't wait up, okay? Bye.
Bye. Oh, phone.
Thank you.
Keys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Uh-huh.
You too. I will. I was hoping we could meet for lunch tomorrow at 1 o'clock. His name is Travis Freeman, and he's an architect. And I think I'm developing real feelings for him.
Do you think that's wise?
You're the one who always says feelings aren't good or bad, they just are.
Having the feelings is fine. It's the possibility of acting on them that concerns me.
I am finally happy for the first time in 7 years, and now you're gonna question it?
I'm just trying to get you to evaluate this decision on a non-emotional level.
But it is emotional. I have real feelings for him.
And you're not the least bit afraid of disappointment.
Bring it on. I've been dealing with disappointment for the past 20 years.
Nice and quiet. Let's see. Consolidated better be up. Interesting. Bet you had a tough time in front of the computer again today.
too shabby.
This is crazy. Okay. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna talk. That's it.
Okay. Low key, no pressure. Chase.
Hi, honey. What's up?
Nothing. I just called to see what you were doing.
Shopping? Shopping. Why?
I just ran home and you weren't here. Buy anything nice?
No, not yet. Listen, I gotta run. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
That was weird. Don't chicken out. It's okay. Just gonna talk.
Travis? It's Jean. I know I'm a little early. Travis? Travis?
doing here?
Travis, are you here? Travis? Oh my God. Oh my God.
It is? Well, then you and I have a big problem, okay? Yeah, well, that's not much of an excuse. Jean, can I call you back?
Holly?
Jean, oh what's wrong?
Can you talk, Holly?
Listen, 6 o'clock today, or else. Jean, what's the matter?
It was terrible. It was...
What was terrible? Honey, just calm down and talk to me.
Here you are, man.
That's good. Thank you.
Give me some more.
Of course.
You know what? Why don't you just leave the bottle? Thanks.
Certainly.
You're serious?
Yes. I went in his throat. Was slit. It was horrible.
All right, we gotta think about this for a minute, because you're gonna have to go to the police.
I can't go to the police. Are you kidding? Chase would kill me if he found out.
Chase is the least of your concern right now. Do you know who would do this?
No.
Well, maybe it was a burglary that went wrong or something.
It wasn't a burglary. It looked nothing like a burglary. He was just sitting there like... You never knew it hit him.
How you doing there, Chipper? Hey, bro. Hey. Hey. Anything?
Neighbor heard a scream. She said a few moments later she saw a woman run out of the house, get into a silver Mercedes, and drive off.
A woman scream?
Mm-hmm.
His laptop. Maybe it ought to tell us something. Why don't we get somebody on it?
Yeah, I'll get Walker on it.
Where you been? I came home early to spend some time with you, but you weren't here.
I was, sorry. I was out with Holly.
Well, as long as they keep making shoes and purses, you and Holly will never run out of things to do, right?
Oh, Miss Harper. Thanks for coming. I'm Detective Riggs. This is my partner, Detective Conrad.
Hi.
Please, have a seat. Do you know why you're here?
No, not exactly.
You are aware of the murder of the architect Travis Freeman, aren't you?
I take it you're aware of our friendship.
Friendship. Mrs. Harper, we've read all your emails. I'd hardly characterize your relationship as friends.
Well, if you've read the emails, then you know that nothing ever happened.
Miss Harper, do you mind if I ask you how you and Mr. Freeman first met?
We met on a dating website.
And your husband is Chase Harper, the producer.
Yes.
Is Mr. Harper aware of your affair with Mr. Freeman?
It was not an affair. It wasn't.
My friends can't get over the change in me, and I know it's because of you. It's amazing to just feel wanted again.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I was lonely, and I reached out, and Travis was on the other end.
Ms. Harper, we already know that you were supposed to have drinks with Mr. Freeman yesterday.
And we have a statement from a neighbor swearing she saw a woman matching your description, running from the Freeman house and getting into a car that just happens to be same make and model as yours.
Okay. Wow.
Mrs. Harper.
Yes?
It would be in your best interest if you just tell us what happened.
I went to his house. I rang the doorbell, and nobody answered. And the door was open, so I went in.
So you just went inside the man's house?
Yes, I know. It was dumb, but I did. And then I got upstairs, and he was dead. Look, I was in shock. I didn't know what to do, but I swear I would never harm Travis.
All right, Miss Harper, you're free to go. We'll be in touch.
Great. Thank you. I would really appreciate it if you didn't involve my husband in any of this.
We'll do our best. You think she's telling the truth?
I don't know, Mag. But I gotta tell you, she just doesn't look like somebody who would slit a guy's throat from ear to ear.
We can put her at the scene.
Who else has a motive?
Cheating wives tend to have jealous husbands.
That's right. Yeah.
I found him.
Jean, you have to tell the police if you know anything.
I did. I spoke to 2 detectives this morning.
They don't think you had anything to do with this.
I don't know. I wish I'd been more forthcoming. I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them up front because I didn't know they knew about our relationship.
Do you have any idea who could have done this?
No. You know what I keep thinking? A man is dead, and yet I'm going, why me? Why is this happening to me?
Jean, it's a natural reaction to feel punished, but what you have to do is tell the police everything you know.
Well, I did.
What did the police say?
They know that Travis and I emailed every day, and they know we were supposed to have drinks yesterday.
Oh my God, they read your emails. Have they spoken to Chase?
Not yet.
Oh, come on, the police can't honestly think you have anything to do with it.
I honestly don't know what they're thinking, but they have every reason to look in my direction. I don't know, maybe I should just do some investigating on my own.
You sure you want to get more involved?
They know Travis and I were intimate. They can place me at the scene of the crime. I'm already pretty involved.
All right, I'm gonna run back to my office and do a little investigation of my own, and I will meet you back at your house. Count me in.
Bye.
You know, I didn't find much about him on the internet, just the occasional building dedication. Maybe a deal fell through and really pissed somebody off.
I don't think we're gonna find that kind of information on the internet.
Well, did any of his emails allude to somebody in his past?
His wife committed suicide 5 years ago.
Okay, so no jealous wife to worry about.
Holly.
I'm just saying.
She was severely depressed. All I know is Chase is gonna find out about this pretty soon.
You don't think Chase found out about you and Travis, do you?
You don't think? No. Look, I've been married to Chase since the beginning of time, and he may be a rotten bastard sometimes, but he is not capable of murder.
I see. All right. No. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Anything?
Well, the neighbor says that Freeman mostly stayed to himself after his wife's suicide. Square one.
Okay, what about the Harper woman? I mean, maybe Freeman wanted more than she wanted to give him. Maybe it was too much for her.
Yeah, or maybe she wanted more. Who knows?
I keep coming back to the husband. A man finds out his wife is having an affair. He's liable to do something about it. Hmm?
Chase Harper?
Yes, that's me. And I'm busy making my coffee.
Oh, this isn't about coffee, Mr. Harper.
Who are you and where's your pass?
All access.
Cute. What's this about?
Well, maybe you'd like to go someplace a little more private so we can talk.
Oh, here's fine. What's it about?
Okay. Mr. Harper, are you aware that your wife was having an affair?
Get back to work. Get busy. Move. Where do you get off saying something like that in my place of work?
Well, where would you want me to say it?
This is a joke, right?
No, it's no joke.
Well, I don't believe it.
Gene Harper, 22 St. Clair, drives a silver Mercedes. Wrote several best-selling romance novels. Not my cup of tea, but my old lady eats that stuff up.
I'm sorry, Detective, but I'm positive you didn't come here to tell me my wife is having an affair.
Was having an affair. Mr. Harper, do you know a man by the name of Travis Freeman?
The architect, sure.
The very same.
What's that got to do with me?
Ever met him?
No, I haven't. What are you telling me, he's my wife's boyfriend?
Was your wife's.
Well, what exactly has Mr. Freeman done to attract the attention of LA's finest?
Well, it seems your wife's new suitor went and got his throat cut.
He's dead?
He better be. He's been in a body bag since yesterday.
You don't think that Gene had something to do with this?
Well, actually, the thought had crossed my mind.
Well, that's crazy, because my wife's harmless.
Yeah. That crossed my mind, too.
You don't think I had something to do with this?
I can't slip anything past you studio execs.
Well, that's even crazier, because I've never even gotten so much as a parking ticket. And you're gonna stand there and tell me I'm accused of murder?
I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Yet. But you have to admit it. I mean, you do have one hell of a motive, don't you think? You're a busy man. I won't take up any more of your time. Thanks, Mr. Harper. I'll be seeing you.
Don't say a word to me.
Shock to local art community, artist Amanda Freeman found dead of an apparent suicide. That's all I can find. That she was an artist and that she committed suicide.
Maybe we should just let the police handle this. Surely they have some leads. What?
I want to talk to my wife in private.
You know, Chase, you always have this way of making me feel all fuzzy inside.
He's such a joy kill. I know. Talk to you later.
Call me afterwards.
All right. Always a pleasure.
I'll bite. What's wrong?
I wouldn't know where to start. Do you know I had a Detective Riggs pay me a visit on the set today? Do you have any idea what it's like to hear, in the same conversation, mind you, that your wife is not only having an affair...
Chase.
Let me finish. That my wife is not only having an affair with some architect, but I'm a suspect in their murder?
Nothing happened. Okay. We didn't have an affair. We...
I don't care!
Seem to recall a little indiscretion a few years back.
Ancient history.
Is it?
Yeah. Besides, if I wanted to have an affair, I'd be a little less conspicuous. I wouldn't be looking on secondchances.com.
You knew.
You don't think I know how to use a computer, Gene? Very discreet. I'm going out.
I didn't know you were here.
I missed you.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Mom.
Oh, hey, you're up early.
I'm going to the beach with Kristen.
What time did you get in last night?
I don't know. 1-ish.
It's late. You should have called.
I didn't want to wake you.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Dad?
Wish I knew.
What, you mean he didn't come home last night?
Or call.
Well, maybe he just fell asleep at the studio. I'll call you later. But don't worry, I'm sure he's fine.
He didn't even come home last night. Can you believe it? He's never stayed out all night and not even bothered to call.
Never?
Never. No, well, almost never.
We've talked about this before, Jean. Your husband does have a history of infidelity.
What? Does it make a history?
Why am I so angry?
This is exactly how you're supposed to feel when your husband doesn't come home at night. Your marriage still means something to you, Jean. I'd say we made some real progress today. Maybe you're not such a lost cause after all.
What?
Finally. Where have you been?
Working. Where else would I be?
Where were you last night?
The screening went late.
You know, you could have called Chase.
Yeah, I'm sure you were worried sick about me.
Maybe I was.
You know what? I don't want to talk about this now. I've got work to do. Okay? We'll talk about it when I get home.
Does that mean you're coming home tonight?
We'll see.
And how long have you known Jean Harper?
Let's see. I was her editor for about 9 years, so kissing 15 years, give or take.
In that time, what?
Well, Jean Harper has never been a violent person.
Actually, I was going to ask about the Harper's marriage. Have you ever thought of them as not being quite, content?
Jean and Chase are just like anybody else. They fight, and they bitch about each other. But they're not killers.
No, I don't think they're both killers.
Neither of them are killers. Well, hey. How are you?
Okay. This is ridiculous. What did you say to her?
Nothing she didn't suspect already.
Look, I know that I'm the bad guy right now. And I'm sorry for that.
If you were so damn bored, why don't you say something?
I did. I've been saying it for years.
We'll try explaining that to Claire.
I am not gonna let you turn my daughter against me. What'd you tell the detectives?
I told them you'd be happy to confess. What do you think I told them? That you don't have a murderous bone in your body.
What'd you say about Chase?
Just told him what I know. That you guys have your share of problems, that's for sure. But that neither of you are killers. What?
Chase? Chase has known about me and Travis all along.
What?
Second chances don't come in everything.
And he never said anything? Jean, that is where... I mean, if he's known about you and Travis from the beginning...
So I keep saying to myself, could my husband kill a man? And then I say, no, he couldn't kill a man. But now? I don't know anymore.
I hope I'm not intruding. I just have one more question I need to ask you.
All right.
Just how well do you know your husband?
That's a ridiculous question.
It's not so ridiculous. If there's anything you want to tell me about your husband, anything at all, I'm listening. Look, I know you're reluctant, Mrs. Harper. But you know where to find me if you ever want to talk.
Mr. Harper, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to think real hard before you answer it. Did you know Travis Freeman? And if so, were you at his home on the day that he was killed?
No, absolutely not. But I will admit I knew my wife was having a little fling on the computer, that's all.
So you're telling me that you knew that your wife might have been fooling around and there wasn't a damn thing you were going to do about it? Bull.
I'm telling you the truth. You'd have to know my wife. She could never go through with an affair. She doesn't have it in her. Besides, she rarely finishes anything she starts these days. Look, detective, my wife hasn't completed a novel in 6 years. She goes to therapy twice a week because of stress, okay?
So you're telling me that you were never really threatened by the idea that the little miss might have been fooling around?
Exactly.
Well, that's interesting.
Why's that?
If you're telling me you're innocent, Mr. Harper, then maybe it means that your wife finally finished what she started. Have a nice day.
You really think her husband's dumb enough to blow everything over an online affair?
Well, why not? She was ready to. I'm just not convinced that she's a murderer.
She's definitely hiding something.
Yeah, well, maybe, but still doesn't make her a killer. I mean, when you think about it, Mag, what motive does she really have to kill Freeman?
I don't know, Riggs. Hey, you think there's some connection between Freeman's murder and his wife's suicide?
Stop.
Now, listen to me.
Stop, Mag. Listen, we've got a murder and a suspect with a real motive. What the hell do we care about a 5-year-old suicide?
Of call me crazy, but I think it's just too much of a coincidence.
What coincidence, Meg? Look, we got a wife who kills herself, and then 5 years later, the husband gets whacked. I don't see coincidence. I tell you what I see. I see senseless tragedy. That's it. By the way, got some new information on Jean Harper.
Oh.
It seems Our Lady is seeing a psychiatrist twice a week for stress.
Shopping can be very taxing.
Why don't we pay the doctor a visit, see what information we can find out about the Harpers?
Let's go.
You're investigating Jean in connection with the Travis Freeman murder.
That's correct.
You know, of course, that I can't discuss our sessions with you.
Of course. But as you noted, we are investigating a murder, so any information you can give us would be much appreciated.
There isn't much to tell, really.
Dr. Thorne, can you tell us why Mrs. Harper sees you twice a week?
I'm sure you know that information is confidential.
Right. The doctor-patient confidentiality.
Exactly.
So, asking about the Harper's marriage
would also fall under privilege. I could lose my license by answering that question.
Yeah, but Mr. Harper isn't a patient of yours, is he?
Well, if you're asking my opinion as to whether or not Chase Harper could have killed Travis Freeman, I'd have to examine Mr. Harper. Otherwise, I'll reserve judgment.
Does Mrs. Harper fight with her husband a lot?
All couples fight, Detective. Look, if you have any specific questions you want to ask me, feel free to try to subpoena my files, but to sit here and offer conjecture is ludicrous.
Hey, stranger. Got a minute?
What?
Okay, look, I don't know what your father told you, but I want you to know the truth.
Yeah, I get the gist of it. You're bored as hell with us.
I'm not bored with you. I was bored with me. I let my life slip away from me, pure and simple.
Hey, it's called a midlife crisis, Mom. Lots of people have them, and most of them manage to get through it without having an affair.
I was lonely. Look, you're grown. You don't need me. Your father, he's never around. He doesn't need me. And I met this man over the internet, and we just started exchanging emails with each other.
Mom, I really don't think I want to hear this.
Listen. He was going through a rough time. I was going through a rough time, and it just made our lives more interesting.
That's it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna see him again?
No.
Well, Dad made it sound a lot worse.
I'm sure he did. I'm sorry. I know.
Call Jean. No reception. Ah, that's just great. Christ! What are you doing? Who the hell are you? What the hell are you doing? Maniac! Crazy! Guess what happened to me today?
What?
Someone tried to run me off the road up on the canyon.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Came right at me.
Did you see who it was?
No, they took off.
Do you think somebody's trying to kill you?
Yep.
You think I had something to do with it?
I didn't say that. But what did you do today?
I saw my therapist. I was interrogated by the police.
Good for you. Where's Claire?
Upstairs.
How is she?
She's fine. We're fine.
Congratulations, you want her back.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Hey, thanks, Mac.
You bet.
Guess what? Somebody tried to off-chase Harper.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Any idea who?
Oh, not yet. But I have a feeling the man's gonna be looking at his wife a little different tonight.
You think he's trying to throw us off?
Well, the thought had occurred to me. But I think we ought to keep an eye on him. So what about you? Anything new?
Nothing much. Freeman was pretty much a straight shooter, spent most of his free time trying to get care for his wife's depression.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, tell me about it. Judging from their medical bills, they must have had her on every experimental drug around.
Yeah, well, I still think that you're barking up the wrong tree with that whole dead wife scenario.
Humor me. What do we got to lose?
Nothing but time, I guess.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for agreeing to see me again, Dr. Thorne.
Of course. So, what would you like to ask me?
What can you tell me about depression?
Depression is a terrible disease that strikes 16% of the population.
Mostly women.
More than half. But I don't think I would categorize Jean Harper as depressed.
Did she ever talk to you about her relationship with Travis Freeman?
You know I can't answer that.
Let me ask you a more general question. In your professional opinion, how depressed would someone have to be to commit suicide?
You think Mr. Freeman committed suicide?
No. His wife committed suicide several years ago.
Oh, wow.
So how about it? Just how depressed would someone have to be to kill themselves?
I think to make a conclusion about someone without all the facts is always a mistake.
I fully agree.
How are you? You, Carla Wells?
Maybe. Who are you?
Detective Ben Riggs.
Well, detective, as you can see, the Harpers aren't home and I can't let you in, so sorry.
Well, actually, it's you that I want to talk to, Carla. You mind if I ask you a few questions about Miss Harper?
Do I have a choice?
Not really, no. Carla, have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Harper lately? I mean, you know, anything strange, out of the ordinary?
Well, she is practically being stalked by you people, so yeah, I'd say she is a little out of sorts. Wouldn't you be?
Maybe. But then I'm not the one suspected of murdering my lover.
They weren't lovers.
They may not have had a chance to act it out, but it was heading in that direction.
Look, even if Jean had cheated, I wouldn't blame her.
So you were aware that the Harpers were having marital trouble?
You know what? I will help you in any way that I can, but do not put words into my mouth. Look, I know you're only here hoping that I'll spill something, but she's my boss, my friend, and Jean would never hurt anyone. You're wasting your time.
Well, thanks for your time anyway. Have a nice day.
So I take it the police are still hounding you?
There's something else. Somebody tried to kill Chase.
What?
Ran him off the road.
Oh my God, is he all right?
He's fine. He's pissed. But you know what? He thinks I had something to do with it.
You can't be serious.
I am serious. I mean, he's a jerk, but I would never do anything to harm him.
You mean besides having an affair?
I didn't have an affair.
I'm just trying to be objective, Jean.
I don't know how much more this can take. I just want all of this to end.
Have you confided in any of your friends about this situation?
Just Holly. But you know what? We've become convinced that this all may have something to do with the death of Travis Freeman's late wife. It's just a conspiracy theory, but we've been chained to our computers day and night doing research.
Jean, I just don't think it's a good idea for you to become obsessed with some kind of conspiracy theory right now.
You're right. You're always my voice of reason.
Would either of you like a cup of coffee?
I'll pass, thanks.
Thank you. Well, I don't know what else I can tell you, detectives, except that Jean is my best friend, and she couldn't possibly have anything to do with this.
No, we respect your opinion, Miss Blake, but we have to cover every option. It's what we do.
In your opinion, how well did she know Travis Freeman?
Couldn't have been too well. They only met once.
So we've heard. But about how often did they correspond?
Actually, every day, as I recall. But it was all so innocent. You would have to know Jean.
We're getting to know her, I assure you. Did she ever express to you that their relationship was progressing?
Well, she liked Travis. A lot. But I think she was more in love with being in love, you know?
Yeah, I do.
Look, I assure you, she loves Chase. I know she does. And, he loves her too. People stray, and sometimes it takes a wake-up call to rein him back in.
So you think that the murder of Travis Freeman was that wake-up call?
I didn't say that.
shot.
So much drama.
What's wrong? Those detectives came to see me again today.
What do they want this time?
They wanted to know the extent of your relationship with Travis. And they want to know how things are going with Chase.
What'd you say?
I told them the truth, Jean. Look, whatever those detectives are thinking, we're not hiding anything.
I'm sorry. I never should have involved you in this.
Look, we are knee-deep in this together, okay? I'm gonna go back to the office and log in some more research time, okay?
I'm gonna come with you.
No, you just stay here. Act like everything's normal. Act the way we always do. Just be the same.
Oh, well. Looks like a party.
Hey.
Hello, Holly.
Hello, Chase.
What are you ladies up to?
Oh, just chatting. You don't have to kick me out. I'm just leaving.
Well, don't break up the party on my account.
I'll come by tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
I love you.
Love you too. Okay.
You know what they say about bullies? They're really cowards underneath.
You're home early.
Gotta take a nap. Shooting night tonight.
You're going out again?
That's what I said.
All right, Amanda, what are you hiding?
Devin, is that you?
Oh, come on. There's gotta be something better than that.
Devin? Is that you? I thought I told you to go home early. Devin?
Hello? Is anybody there?
Coming out. Hold on.
I'd say that blows a hole in the theory that Jean Harper is our killer.
Why is that?
Oh, come on. Holly Blake is her closest friend. Trying to kill her husband, I can see that. Travis Freeman, I can even wrap my head around that. But Miss Blake, Jean Harper's not a sociopath.
How do we know that? By all accounts, Holly wanted to find Freeman's murderer just as bad as she did. Maybe she got too close.
Sorry, I don't buy that.
Cute. Where are you going?
Shopping.
Again?
Yeah.
I thought you went yesterday.
I did, but I'm not done yet.
Oh, you accused whom of buying at the mall?
Whatever, Mom. See you later.
Be careful.
I will.
Hey, gorgeous. Where's your mom? Cool. Where are you off to this early?
Mom.
Good to see you, too.
Later.
Mess. Oh, it's a great place for this. Someone's gonna hurt himself.
Good for her. Great, thanks. Emmy puts time of death between 9 and 12 last night.
You don't think Jean Harper could have done that? She's the only person who knew she was working that late.
Oh, please. Every time we talked to Holly Blake, she was working. Anybody could have figured out where she'd be.
So how'd they get in the building?
She didn't work for the Pentagon.
Which brings us back to Chase or some other idea we haven't thought about. But here's the question. You think somebody's doing it for her? Or is Jean Harper going to be our next victim?
Let's go over and talk to her. See what she's got to say.
If she's not our perp, somebody's really got it in for Jean Harper.
I swear I put that away.
Claire? Chase?
Carla, you want some coffee? Please don't scream. They always scream.
Dr. Thorne, you know what's funny? You and Amanda are exactly the same. Oh, poor me. I'm so pretty. I'm so successful. I'm so damn bored I can hardly drag myself out of bed in the morning.
You're Amanda Freeman's psychiatrist.
Oh, yeah. She came to me week after week for 3 of the longest years of my life. Another spoiled rich bitch complaining about the monotony of her existence.
She came to you for help.
She came to me because she liked the sound of her own voice. I've seen depression, Jean. I've seen it and I felt it. And let me tell you, worrying about the new Mercedes S-Class or buying the wrong wine for a dinner party, that's not depression. That's narcissism, plain and simple. You all come to me because for the bargain price of $300 an hour, you can drone on and on about all the drivel your husbands won't put up with. You never shut up! Like with Amanda. She never made any real progress. There was only one option. You killed her.
I'm begging you, please. I'm so sorry. Please.
You killed her! Because you were jealous. Excuse me, Jean, I am not jealous of you.
Yes, you are. You want what we have. You want privilege and money and love.
Oh, I wouldn't use the word love when talking about your marriage.
Look, he might be a son of a bitch, but I love him and he loves me.
Finally, a breakthrough. Unfortunately, it's too little, too late. Why didn't you just kill me in the first place? That would have been too easy, sweetheart. You take everything you have for granted. And before I killed you, I wanted you to know exactly what it felt like to have all those things taken away.
Hey! Hey! Crazy bitch. You okay?
Yeah.
You sure you're
I
okay?
am now. Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
I'm sorry. I never meant to push you away.
Can somebody tell me what the hell is going on here?
Good morning, stranger.